I usually skip ads, especially vertical social feed stuff. You're scrolling, half distracted, your brain basically has a built-in ad block. This one didn't stop me because it was good, and not even because it was spectacularly bad. It stopped me because after a few seconds I realized it was saying something it probably didn't intend to say. Not in a dramatic way, just accidentally revealing. I'm not coming at this from the outside. I use Envato, I pay for it. I've contributed stock content there for years, and I've worked in advertising long enough to know how this kind of thing gets built, approved, and quietly shipped. This ad felt like a small signal of where creative marketing is drifting. Less craft, more shortcuts, and creativity measured mostly by conversion rates. This isn't a rage video, it's disappointment. Nobody serious expects Hollywood quality from AI with one click. But here's the problem. It's presented as a finished result. And it looks bad. It morphs. The face warps. The motion feels off. The overall image looks unstable. And I'm not even talking about the prompt shown on screen. It's clearly not aligned with what's being generated. You could pretend that's just a placeholder, or you could call it what it looks like. Carelessness. This would absolutely work as a Previs, a rough reference for VFX artists. But that's not how it's presented. It's framed more like, look how cool this is. I actually tested the tool myself for a few tasks. Envato says it adapts between different AI models depending on the prompt, which sounds great in theory, but in practice the output didn't feel as strong as some competing services. And here's the thing, you don't put something clearly uncooked in front of people and expect them to eat it. Filmmaking is not shallow depth of field. It's not low-key lighting. It's definitely not cinematic mode on your phone. Filmmaking is intention, taste, decisions, and structure. You can absolutely shoot on a smartphone and still think like a filmmaker. The issue is that what we see here looks like a phone pointed at a face with digital blur breaking at the edges. So why say it? Why filmmaker? Because it sounds serious. It borrows credibility. It signals, trust me, I know what I'm doing. But visually, there's nothing here that reflects filmmaking as a craft. I understand what they're trying to do. It's styled as UGC, relatable, human, and close. High production can feel unreachable. This format works because it feels like, hey, it's someone like me. But this doesn't feel real. It feels staged. At first, I honestly thought it was just a model, and that would have been fine. Actors and models play roles. That's the default approach. Nobody thinks there's an endoskeleton under Grandpa Arnie's skin. We all understand performance. But modern user-generated content sells something different. It sells authenticity. It sells the idea that real creators are using this tool in real life. And even the engagement around the ad feels off. There are a lot of shares. Ads almost never get shared. And look at the comments. Totally irrelevant. Maybe it's just the platform doing platform things. Or maybe, Envato, check your marketing team. And when the social proof looks artificial on top of content that already feels staged, it doesn't build trust. If you look at Envato's social feeds overall, the tone is similar. It's not terrible, it's just mediocre. Optimized, designed to move quickly rather than inspire. And maybe that works, maybe the metrics look fine. But with the kind of money and influence they have, fine feels like a missed opportunity. Dana today, Dana Itani, American-Lebanese film director. Dubai-based, previously in LA, described as a director, teacher, and AI filmmaker. She's credited with winning a Best NFT Film Award. There's a lot of positioning and very little accessible work. The NFT film itself isn't really available. The website doesn't work. Most of the visible content is short form. Luxury locations, gadgets, and live events in Dubai, featuring names like Cristiano Ronaldo or Hans Zimmer. And yes, she even has an IMDb page with a few short films. But if you've spent any time in the filmmaking industry, you know that getting listed there isn't exactly difficult. It doesn't look like someone grinding as a working creator. It looks comfortable and well-funded. And let me be very clear, having money is not a crime. Spending money is not a crime. Living well is not a problem. That's not what this is about. The issue is the vibe. It feels like playing a creator, playing a filmmaker, not struggling, not growing, just role-playing with resources. And sure, that's her life. That's fine. Some of the most viewed shorts on her YouTube channel are literally just a laptop screen playing a famous movie. Sometimes there's no commentary, just a screen. This kind of content isn't created to build something meaningful. It's created for numbers. It's designed to harvest attention with the lowest possible effort. And yes, In creator marketing, numbers are currency. But the game has changed. Subscriber count and raw views aren't what they used to be. Today it's about engagement, retention, real audience behavior. I understand that managers don't always have time to deeply audit someone's craft. They glance at a profile, views, followers. If the metrics look big enough, the person looks legitimate, even if the actual content is shallow. So when someone farms views like that, the goal isn't to build community, it's to build a surface, and that surface gets used to sell credibility. But then the question becomes, why this person, Envato? Envato didn't have to choose this. There are a lot of talented people online, real editors, filmmakers, VFX artists, struggling to pay their bills while trying to build something genuinely creative. So why not run a contest? Why not give real creators a chance? Why not say, here's our tool, show us what you can really do with it, then reward the best work, pay them, give them a year subscription, feature them across your platforms, give them exposure that actually matters. Maybe the marketing team is just A/B testing creatives. Maybe the only question internally is, did it sell subscriptions? But when you're a company that makes money from creators, shouldn't you be raising the bar instead of lowering it? Envato isn't some random AI startup. They were one of the first platforms to make creative assets accessible to people who couldn't afford traditional stock libraries. And that's why this feels so disappointing. Big company, lots of moving parts. It's hard to control everything. And somewhere along the way, nobody stops to ask, wait, is this actually good? But this one is so obviously sloppy, the visuals, the messaging, the filmmaker claim, that it feels like a slap in the face to people who actually care about craft. Not because it hurts my feelings, because it quietly tells beginners, don't aim higher. And that's how industries slowly decay. Not with one big collapse, but with 1,000 small, good enough approvals.